This is it. We've got about 15 minutes.
I'm telling you, it's insane. Oh my god, it's so hard. Trying to calm down, trying not to make it get to me or stress out. Oh, she didn't do it because she didn't continue the test. Oh my god, she didn't continue, she failed.
Okay, so there are only a few things that I am proud of in my life. One, I raised two great daughters. Two, I built a company from zero to become international. Three, I helped build an Islamic school in America and two other schools in the Middle East for Syrian refugees. And number five, I got a Turkish driver's license. I just passed. And if you even think that number 5 is any less than any of the other ones, you have to see this video, because when you see what I went through to get this Turkish driver's license, you will understand what I went through. So, cheers!
Last night I realized that it will be 6 months that I have been in Turkey in 3 days. So yes, that's so exciting. I survived 6 months, and yet in 3 days I need to have a Turkish driver's license. I did not realize it was 6 months, and I thought it was going to be an easy process because all I had to do was convert my California driver's license and turn in some paperwork. Bada boom, bada bing, right? No, that doesn't work. The fine print is that you have to surrender your driver's license from where you come from. And I cannot do that because I have my company Ilage back in California, and I have to go back once or twice a year and do manufacturing and inventory control and everything. Anyway, I have to get a Turkish driver's license in 3 days. I don't know how I'm going to do it. I need to find a Turkish English online school ASAP now, quickly, and do whatever it takes. So I'm taking you along on my journey to figure this whole process out. So forgive me if I seem a little bit stressed, but like, I can't live with my mother in the house with 95-degree temperature Fahrenheit, 37 degrees Celsius, and no air condition because she refuses to use the air condition. My life. Welcome. Hoş geldiniz. Hayatım in Türkiye'dim. Something I should have done when I first got here is go to a PTT and register for an e-devlet, which is a government code that they have everything you could possibly need in terms of your files, your title, your insurance paperwork, your medical files. Everything is on there. This is something I always wondered about in America, is like, why do I have to fill out the same forms at every single doctor's office instead of having one place where everything was? And that's what this is. So they give you a code, and then you download the app, you enter the code, and then in there you find that all your files are already there. It's kind of mind-blowing. Okay, so I'm taking a much needed break, getting some samit and chai. Apparently I cannot get my driver's license as quickly as I would like because the exams are administered by the Turkish government, and so they're on a very specific schedule. So I went to 2 schools and I called another one, and they all start on June 11th, and they are on a specific schedule. So it looks like I will be relying on my friends for getting around town, for taxis. I won't be driving. So isn't that lovely? Trying to calm down, trying not to make it get to me or stress out. Okay, so I'm going to be really critical here. This book, approved by the TC Ministry National Education Curriculum. It's the driver's test. But when I start out with a typo like this, you
really have a hard time. This street is one way. You do not see the sign in front of you. Please be more careful. Which of driver behaved according to the basic values in traffic? Obstinating, overreacting, to behave rude and aggressive, warning each other in traffic culture. I don't understand what's going on here.
Okay. Excitement, more excitement. Person, fear, anger, jealousy, sadness, joy, love. Depending on emotional reasons, such as strong and transient emotion, is the state of emotion. And that could cause accidents. And definitely don't listen to Turkish music. So if you're in love, don't listen to Turkish music and drive at the same time. So dangerous. Yeah, it says it's right there. Don't do it.
I am here ready to take my first driver's test in Turkey, and I am nervous, not because I haven't studied. I have studied this book, 352 pages from beginning to end. The problem is the translations have been so bad that even if you know the information, the questions and answers are written in such a way that they make no sense. There's no logic. And that's what I'm worried about. It's like, I know the information, I just don't know how the translations are going to be. I just got over COVID. I've been in the hospital for about 2 weeks, and I'm still not feeling well. Today is my first day out. I'm still struggling. As you can see, it's been a tough time. There have been days where my head was hurting so badly that I couldn't study at all. So this has been quite the journey, but honestly, it's the translations that are the hardest thing, and that's what I'm worried about. So wish me luck. I passed. Don't worry about the book. It's filled with mistakes. It's filled with problems. Honestly, like, if you're a good, sensible driver, you can take the test without even reading the book. It is that simple and that easy. I stressed over it for nothing.
Motor suyu, antifriz koyuyoruz buraya, motor suyu. Komple motor yağı koyuyoruz. Yağ çubuğunu kontrol ediyoruz. Hava filtresi, radyatör, akü, sigorta, hidrolik yağ.
Tamam. So this is not correct, because the tires have to be touching the yellow line, and they can't be over this, they have to be on this. So it's getting dark, and we've only been practicing for like 2.5 hours. And the techniques are amazing. So you fail the entire test if one of the signals turns off and you don't turn it back on. Obviously, when you are making your turns, the signal automatically turns off and you have to get it back on beforehand. So yeah, that's one of the trick things. And see, you had to turn a signal back on. See that? You have to make sure that the signal stays on. So now he's going forward. Yep, going back. Still the signal is on. Yep. Got the signal back on.
İşte bu pozisyon çok güzel. Bu çok güzel bir pozisyon. İleri ileriye.
Exactly 30 centimeters away from the right cone, the left cone.
Biraz daha güzel.
I mean, you got to see this precision.
Tam burada olacak. Aynen.
30 centimeters. I'm telling you, it's insane. Oh my god, it's so hard. This is it. We've got about 15 minutes. Those are the actual government inspectors doing their control. Okay, there's a problem. The girl just got out of the car and I think she's arguing with them. Maybe begging them and saying, please have mercy on my soul. Yes. No. Are they going to continue? We don't know. We will never know. Oh my God. Oh my Allah. She got back in the front seat. Man, this is really, really nerve-wracking. Ya Allah. We're stalking them. Oh! She didn't do it because she didn't continue the test. Oh my God, she didn't continue, she failed. The teacher is driving. The student is not driving. She failed. Oh my God, I just witnessed somebody fail the test because they didn't parallel park properly. Oh my Allah. So I did not pass. I basically, the L parking maneuver did not go well, and I barely touched a cone, and that in of itself disqualified me. And that was like, done. The whole test was done. I wasn't even allowed to drive back. So the teacher in the back had to get into the front, and she drove, and that was it. It was silence the whole way back. I'm just still kind of in shock. So the next appointment is like not for another month that I can go in and do another driver's test. Interesting. It just continues. What can I say? I got a Turkish driver's license.